Hey all, welcome to Tarot Insight Collective Energy Reading for August 11th through 17th. Hi, I'm Stephanie, owner of Energy Aligns. I'm an intuitive energy reader and healer. And every Thursday I show up here, I pull one tarot card to highlight and harness the energy of the collective. Then I talk about how we as individuals can utilize this energy to navigate the times we're in. So, let's get started with the card that we pulled, the Three of Fire, Birth of Light. So pause your video if you want to have a closer look at this card. Let's talk about this card now. Out of this amorphous blob here comes creation, comes space created for the light to burst forth, for the light to shine bright enough so that it's recognized. Not necessarily seen by everybody with eyes, our physical eyes yet, but the awareness has happened. The seed here has sprouted. It's gotten enough sun, water, nutrients, perfect environment, and it's the seed of fire, the newness that's being birthed, the light that's coming from deep within. That's really been planted, that is a long time ago, that's springing forth within each and every one of us, and therefore us as a collective. It's really important to remember through this card that the light that's coming is coming from within. Do you see this little seed here? Do you see it was implanted? Do you see kind of this amorphous holding? This is creation. Creation happens by design. We don't always have a choice in the creative process. What is being birthed here is brand new. And not that there has never been a creative process for creation of a light before, but this seed here, this light in particular is new. This light has a life of its own. This light is like the flame. It's like the guiding star within each and every one of us, and therefore within the collective, the greater whole. So in the tarot, spirit equals fire. And spirit is fire. This is an evolution of our spiritual consciousness. It's not just an awakening. This is information that was implanted as a seed, and it needed the correct circumstances and timing in which to sprout. And here it is. Here we are, right? Lucky us to really be alive in these times, this kind of remembering, this creation, this new life within our consciousness and within humanity and within the whole of the universe. It couldn't have happened any other time. It couldn't have happened without all the elements perfectly aligned. This birthing of light is from within, right? And it needed the exact alignment to start to spring forth. And light is our divine essence. Light allows us to see, not just with our physical eyes, but with our spiritual senses. So that's what we're moving into as a collective and as individuals. Being able to communicate, to sense, see, hear, feel with our extraordinary senses. So that means tuning into energy, tuning into very subtle shifts in energy changes before we see them in the physical tones, intonations of the universe, right? We're getting bigger and more expansive. This birthing of light will bring us human to human communication as we've never known it before. This is spirit within the greater whole, communicating, interpreting, bumping up against, shifting, moving with senses that have really not been utilized by everybody before. Some people, yes, but not everybody. So the communication that will be happening more and will be happening going forth will be with our subtle senses as we learn to use these, and as we learn to use them, they will grow stronger and they will be part of who we are and how we communicate as a humanity. And not just humans to humans, but as part of the bigger ecosystem, the bigger story, the bigger picture with the all, right? What's our place here? And so, what does this really mean? And it means that we will see, feel, hear, interpret, taste energy in ways we've never been able to before. And we will communicate this and these energies in ways we have never been able to communicate them before. So I keep seeing the sun in Aries in a lot of the tarot cards that I've been pulling. And you could see it also in this card. And this means that we are leading in this field and we are being led by the light that's been beginning to birth within us. And this is a lesson for all of us now here. How do we be leaders in this new way of communication and evolution? And how do we allow ourselves to be led by the light within each and every one of us? So we will be communicating with one another this way, with the light in each and every one of us, my light with your light, etc. Our light will communicate with the light of others. This is the big message here. And we can't really even comprehend quite yet because we are using our minds still to understand. That's like our go-to. So the practice now is, how do we toggle between these two dichotomies of being led and being leaders? Like always, it's finding the quiet times to check in with ourselves. Okay? So to look at the light being birthed inside of our individual lives, to find where the seed has begun to sprout, has begun to be sprouted within you. So closing your eyes in quiet stillness, grounding down, and paying attention to your subtle body, your own energy, your own energetic field. So start to use that sense of seeing with your third eye, of feeling with senses that aren't just physical touch, right? Hearing with different ears, with your inner ear, starting to utilize these subtle senses that you have, we all have, and taking them very seriously as they are real, taking them to be real and utilizing them as a practice. That's what we do when we quiet our mind and we go within. We take time to take quiet breaks and we close our eyes with this intention, of looking within and tuning into these subtle senses. And this is how we communicate with subtle energy. And when you look within, you can ask out loud. You can ask with a quiet whisper. You can ask with your own inner voice this question, okay? Where inside of me do I see, feel, or know that the light is growing and showing itself? Where is that seed sprouting within me? Only you will be able to communicate with. Only you will be able to understand. Only you will be able to know, and only you will be able to relate with. Is when you see it, feel it, hear it, or know it after you ask this question, wherever that is, because you are the one communicating with it. And it could be within your own body. It could be within your own energetic space or aura around your body, or it could be in a past life, or it could be in tomorrow. It could be in your child, the animals around you. It could be in the work you do. There are many places that this seed has the potential to be sprouting in your life right now. And it is sprouting, and you're going to find it because you're aware, because you're asking with intention. And I will just tell you my experience with this exercise that I'm giving you. When I asked to see where the light was sprouting in my life, I saw light within my energetic field. This is in a meditation. And then I just made space for this light. I didn't do anything but make space of awareness for this light. And then I saw it in my children, and I saw it in my reality that I'm living now. And then what I did is, this is the tricky part. You have to talk to your mind when it comes in. Our mind and our habits of association and making sense and making stories out of things is so quick and so strong that it'll come right in and start to define what it is and why you're seeing what you're seeing, or knowing what you're knowing, or feeling what you're feeling. And that's okay. But having the awareness around it to still be present to what is opening up without trying to make a big story out of it. And that is making space for awareness. That is developing your subtle senses. And so that was my experience with this exercise. And for you, if it's opened up now enough to see it, the light, the seed that's being sprouted, and to know it and to start to recognize it, when you do recognize it, acknowledge it. Just like I was saying I did. Just acknowledge it. Spend some time acknowledging it, seeing it. Oh yeah, I see you. Spend some time with your awareness on where it is. And just that alone is a good exercise. Just that alone. Just saying, oh, I see it there. I see it there. I see it there. And lets that seed start to sprout, and know that you are aware of it and you're ready to see more, to understand more. But the intention at first is just to bring your awareness to where that light is starting to grow within you and within your life, within what you are living in, the here and now. And then start to ask questions as you move along and you get to know it more. And then you get curious. And then you say, yay, for being aware of it, to seeing it, to starting to ask questions. And that is what these times are calling for each and every one of us to do, to drop into our awareness just for the awareness sake alone. But this light is powerful and it's strong and it's growing in us. And this is our kind of our direction we're heading and what we are navigating now. So really, it's like saying yay for us. The light is growing. And if you are always looking without and never within, then you will not see it right now. But if you are spending some time looking within, you will see it, because the immensity of the light that's growing and sprouting is parallel to the other stuff happening out there that we're not liking right now, like the stuff that doesn't feel so good. So know that the immensity and the intensity of that is mirroring the immensity, intensity of the light that's growing within each of us as individuals and collective. So make sure you are practicing awareness of your subtle senses right now and extracting yourself from all the noise, okay? And please reach out to me. If you need some quiet guided meditations, you can always go to my website, energyalliance.com. I offer some free grounding meditations and a few others in there. And also, I'm more than happy to send you a small practice that fits your lifestyle if you're interested. You can always email me at energyalliance23@gmail.com, or just head over to my website. And I encourage you also, if you're not involved in anything, to sign up for my newsletter. In September, I'm starting up my guided energy meditations again for the rest of the year. Each meditation, once a month for the rest of the year, will be focused on one energy center, and I will guide you through it. So it's a great way to start to become aware of your energetic space and a specific energy center that we hold. And if you aren't, doing anything with your subtle body or energetic body, if you aren't already doing that, it's a great place to start. And if you already have a practice and are doing that, it's a great way to develop and deepen your awareness in moving through a specific energy centers. And the last thing I will say is, please make sure that you're taking care of yourself. If your eyes are only on what's going on outside of your space and not what's going on within your personal space, your energetic space, it is going to be very challenging. And so please have some kind of practice, whether it's walking in nature, talking to a friend, meditation, hanging out with like-minded people frequently, so that you can talk and discuss something or be communing with something, besides the news. It's very important. Okay, I will see you all next week, sending lots of love and deep awareness. Take care. Bye.